I said smile. Such a good boy.
No. This is a test. Hello, hello. I'm better than the fucking rest. Hello, hello. It's like you got me dreaming. Not the feeling. 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 Not the not the feet, not the not the feet, not the not the not the feet, not the feet, not the feeling, not the feeling. I don't love you now. Just thought, just thought, just thought, just thought. Just thought we, 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 just you and me trees. You and me just thought I want to know if I'm the best. To know your insanity. Look, I want to know if I'm the person. I'm the person. I'm the person. If I'm the person. I'm the person. If I'm the person. I want to know if I'm the best. If I'm the best. If I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. If I'm the best, your insanity is gifted, what you gifted. Now humanity is gifted, what you gifted. Now to thee, so what you is gifted, what you is gifted, what you gifted, is gifted, what you gifted, is gifted, what you gifted. Now to is gifted, what you gifted. Now to thee, soaring in insanity. Now to thee, soaring in insanity. Soaring in now to thee, soaring in insanity. Soaring in now to thee, soaring in insanity. Now to thee, soaring in insanity. Soaring in insanity. Soaring in insanity. Now to thee, soaring in insanity. 무더워 무더워
Hello. Are you coming on?
Hi, sir. Yeah, from Deliveroo.
Yeah, can you ring and come up, please?
Yeah, just humble request. Can you please collect the parcel from downstairs? There's so many homeless person down
Oh, okay.
worrying about my bicycle.
Okay, fine.
Humble request.
Okay, give me a sec.
Thank you.
to me. Sweetness is bright to me. Words of the sinners have spoken. wonder if I'm the best. Need some Mandisha. I like that song. I like that song very much, ladies and gentlemen. Very much. Yes, sir. I like that. Oh, I got a zoot to roll. Yiddly doodar, yiddly day. You know what they say. I need cheese, grommet. Snacking cheese. Cheese, grommet. Mmm. Time to throw on a good YouTube video.
Over the last few years, AI systems have become astonishingly good at turning text
Welcome to
prompts
the
into
YouTube
videos.
If you tell people that they're cutting sugar or any other change, by the way, that in 1 or 2 weeks they can expect to lose at least 13 pounds, you are categorically setting them up for failure. Insanity.
At the core of how these models operate is a... Over the last few years, AI systems have become astonishingly good at turning text prompts into videos. At the core of how these models operate is a deep connection to physics. This generation of image and video models works using a process known as diffusion, which is remarkably equivalent to the Brownian motion we see as particles diffuse, but with time run backwards, and in high-dimensional space. As we'll see, this connection to physics is much more than a curiosity. We get real algorithms out of the physics that we can use to generate images and videos. And this perspective will also give us some really nice intuitions for how these models work in practice. But before we dive into this connection, let's get hands-on with a real diffusion model. While the best models are closed source, there are some compelling open source models. This video of an astronaut was generated by an open source model called WAN 2.1. We can add to our prompt and have our astronaut hold a flag, hold a laptop, or hold a meeting. If we cut down our prompt to just an astronaut, we get this. And if we cut down our prompt to nothing, we interestingly still get this video of a woman. If we dig into our WAN model's source code, we'll find that the video generation process begins with this call to a random number generator, creating a video where the pixel intensity values are chosen randomly. Here's what it looks like. From here, this pure noise video is passed into a transformer. This is the same type of AI model used by large language models like ChatGPT. But instead of outputting text, this transformer outputs another video that now looks like this. Still mostly noise, but with some hints of structure. This new video is added to our pure noise video and then passed back into the model again, producing a third video that looks like this. This process is repeated again and again. Here's what the video looks like after 5 iterations, 10, 20, 30, 40, and finally 50. Step by step, our transformer shapes pure noise into incredibly realistic video. But what exactly is the connection to Brownian motion here? And how is our model able to use text input so expressively to shape noise into what our prompt describes? In this video, we'll unpack diffusion models in 3 parts. First, we'll look at a 2021 OpenAI paper and model called CLIP. As we'll see, CLIP is really 2 models, a language model and a vision model, that are trained using a clever learning objective that allows them to learn this really powerful shared space between words and pictures. Experimenting with this space will help us get a feel for the high-dimensional spaces that diffusion models operate in. But learning a shared representation is not enough to generate images. From here, we'll look at the diffusion process itself. At a high level, diffusion models are trained to remove noise from images or videos. However, if you dig into the landmark papers in the field, you'll find that this naive understanding of diffusion really doesn't hold up in practice. In this section, we'll dig into the connection between diffusion models and diffusion processes in physics. This connection will help us understand how these models really work in practice, and give us some powerful theory for dramatically speeding up image and video generation. Finally, we'll bring these worlds together and see how approaches like CLIP are combined with diffusion models to condition and guide the generation process towards the videos we ask for in our prompts. 2020 was a landmark year for language modeling. New results in neural scaling laws and OpenAI's GPT-3 showed that bigger really was better. Massive models trained on massive datasets had capabilities that simply didn't exist in smaller models. It didn't take long for researchers to apply similar ideas to images. In February 2021, a team at OpenAI released a new model architecture called CLIP, trained on a dataset of 400 million image and caption pairs scraped from the internet. CLIP is composed of two models, one that processes text and one that processes images. The output of each of these models is a vector of length 512, and the central idea is that the vectors for a given image and its caption should be similar. To achieve this, the OpenAI team developed a clever training approach. Given a batch of image caption pairs, for example, our batch could contain a picture of a cat, a dog, and me, with the captions a photo of a cat, a photo of a dog, and a photo of a man. We then pass our 3 images into our image model, and our 3 captions into our text model. We now have 3 image vectors and 3 text vectors, and we would like the vectors for the matching image caption pairs to be similar. The clever idea from here is to make use of the similarity not just between the corresponding images and captions, but between all image caption pairs in the batch when training our models. If we arrange our image vectors as the columns of a matrix, and our text vectors as the rows, the pairs of vectors along the diagonal of our matrix correspond to matching images and captions, and all the pairs off diagonal are non-matching images and captions. The CLIP training objective seeks to maximize the similarity between corresponding image caption pairs, while simultaneously minimizing the similarity between non-corresponding image caption pairs. The C in CLIP stands for contrastive, because the model learns to contrast matching and non-matching image caption pairs.
This is very hard.
The result, churn, lost deals, missed growth.
If you spend long enough on YouTube, there's now a very good chance that a substantial
So there's been some interesting back and forth this week on prompting techniques with Veo 3, namely that of text versus JSON prompting. So today I figured we'd take a deep dive in to see if there really is a best prompting strategy, plus some tips and tricks along the way. I've also got a first look at a brand new Kling workflow. Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna wanna check this out. And then we'll round out with, well, some good Midjourney news. So kicking off with some fairly minor Veo 3 updates before we dive into our main course. This does mostly involve the Flow platform, so if you're using Veo 3 via API, not a lot of this will necessarily relate to you. Namely, it looks like they have made some improvements to the scene builder function in that it now auto-saves your work. That actually has burned me in the past. The other kind of minor updates is that text-to-video in Veo 3 will now generate voices for subjects of all ages. I guess that is not exclusive to Flow, that is going to be available via API.
I can't believe we can finally talk like this in videos.
I know, it's like magic. Now everyone can hear our real voices.
Overall, pretty minor updates, but it is good to see that they are continuing to work on the Flow platform, as I do think that there is a ton of potential there. That out of the way, let's bite into our big kahuna burger. There has been some pretty interesting back and forth this week on prompting techniques in Veo 3, namely again, text versus JSON. So just to bring everyone up to speed on JSON prompting, in case you're not aware, JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. You can kind of think of it as a way to organize information into categories that makes it much easier for machines to understand, but is still legible to the human eye. The JSON format was created by Douglas Crawford, who developed the idea over the course of a summer at Camp Crystal Lake. Only one of those things is true. In terms of the origin of JSON prompting in Veo 3, well, I mean, to be honest, there really is no clear answer, and I've gone digging. Instead, the idea seemed to have sprung up organically through a lot of community experimentation, which I don't know, I kind of think makes it cooler. Now, it is important to know that within JSON prompting, there is no standardized formula. For example, friend of the channel, Stealthy the Time Traveler, recently posted up a JSON prompt that he utilized. And I know if you're looking at this and you're not familiar with JSON prompting, you're like, that just looks like a wall of crazy text. But when you break it down, you can start seeing the categories, such as scene and action here. We do have camera angle, lighting, aspect ratio is here, and then, action and motion down here. The end result is a video that, well, let's face it, makes anyone who has ever built anything from IKEA super jealous. Whereas the formula that I like to use has these as kind of our category buckets. As always, if you're interested in getting the GPT gem builder that I utilize to, put this all together, that is available totally for free over on Gumroad. Now, as far as what JSON actually has to offer, well, it ultimately comes down to more control. For example, if we just use natural language of a fast red sports car, that leaves a lot of options for the model to decide what does fast mean, what does red mean, what does sports car mean. Whereas with a JSON prompt, we can go as far as to give it a color hex code for what color red that is and even like how fast the car is going. Interestingly, when it comes to efficiency, at least for simple prompts, natural language actually is the winner there. Something like a cinematic shot of a red rose only runs 7 to 8 tokens, whereas the JSON output of that same prompt it gets up to 20 to 25 tokens. But conversely, with longer, more descriptive prompts, which is something that I think we all tend to favor, that is actually where JSON ends up coming out on top, namely due to the fact that it cuts out glue words or articles, prepositions, and descriptive phasing, a, in, a, from, with, etc., etc. All that said, the debate for natural language prompts, I believe, kicked off with a tweet from Jason Zada, who you might remember as the filmmaker who created the VO2 short film, The Getaway, as well as the Wu-Tang video for Mandingo, which is awesome, by the way. Zada called out JSON prompting as not intuitive or expressive. Actually, it's like trying to write a love letter using Excel. That's pretty funny. Instead, he advocates for using natural language with a structure, which he does outline here. And I do want to note that he's not saying don't use an LLM. He's just saying, use natural language and an LLM with a structure like this. Lots of debate back and forth on this, leading to the question, well, is there a difference in the output? Well, let's go burn some credits and find out. So checking in with our man in the green tuxedo, who you may remember was last seen being left at the altar by the woman in the red dress. Here he is in natural text language prompting.
She left me, but I'll have my revenge. I'm gonna find that man in a blue business suit and make him pay.
Ooh, it looks like we have the origin of our villain. Overall, pretty solid output. I did utilize the prompt structure that Jason had outlined earlier, run through Gemini 2.5. Yeah, solid output here. A little bit of a garbled text in the background, but I mean, at the same time, that's just AI video. Now for that exact same base prompt, this time run through a JSON prompt.
She left me, but I'll have my revenge. I'm gonna find that man in a blue business suit and make him pay.
Overall, also a pretty solid output. I mean, back to back, they're very similar. I do want to point out that in the natural language version, we did call out for the camera to begin on medium shot and slowly push in, tightening on his face as he delivers his line. That did not actually happen here. Instead, our actor actually walked towards the camera. Whereas in the JSON prompt, it called out for a single continuous slow push in, starting in a medium shot and then ending on a tight close-up, which indeed we did get. Another quick text to video test, this time kind of incorporating a 70s crime and taxi driver vibe. Yeah, that's pretty solid. No complaints there. Let's try that out, the exact same prompt again with JSON prompting. Now, in terms of the actual shots, I think that both are pretty much on par with one another. That said, obviously, the JSON music cue was, kind of lacking. It was likely part of the prompt of a tense minimalist score with a funky bass line and quiet cymbals, none of which we actually got there. But again, when you're queuing for music in VO3, it's always a bit of a dice roll. One last text-to-video test before heading over to image-to-video. That whole love letter in Excel thing really did get me thinking, like, how would VO react with kind of more abstract prompts? So I took the opening lines to T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland and just ran those as just a straight text prompt, and this is what we got. And for sure, that output is picking up things like April's the Cruelest Month, the Breeding Lilacs, Dead Land, Dull Roots, and Spring Rain. So it was really interesting to compare that to the JSON output, which looked like this.
Ich bin kein Russin, stamme aus Litauen, echt deutsch.
Ah! Marie, halt dich fest!
And while I'll admit that does look like a bit of a mess, particularly like the whole bit with the woman speaking German, when you dig into it, you can see that what it's doing is actually picking up a lot more of the poem, from the lilacs to the woman saying that she is not Russian, she's from Lithuania, even down to the kids out on the sled. Now, granted, we are going through an additional level of thinking by taking this through an LLM to output the JSON prompt, but I do think it also showcases that utilizing the JSON format, you can get a lot more granular. So on the image to video side, I ended up utilizing this scene. I wanted to have the compare that to the JSON output, which looked like this.
Ich bin kein Russin, stamme aus Litauen, echt deutsch.
Ah! Marie, halt dich fest!
And while I'll admit that does look like a bit of a mess, particularly like the whole bit with the woman speaking German, when you dig into it, you can see that what it's doing is it's actually picking up a lot more of the poem, from the lilacs to the woman saying that she is not Russian, she's from Lithuania, even down to the kids out on the sled. Now, granted, we are going through an additional level of thinking by taking this through an LLM to output the JSON prompt, but I do think it also showcases that utilizing the JSON format, you can get a lot more granular. So on the image to video side, I ended up utilizing this scene. I wanted to have the two characters in the foreground there discussing the bunker and the end of the world, but to have hold that as an establishing shot and then cut to essentially close-ups of them. This is something that VO3 is very good at. So our initial just straight natural language text prompt was this.
Please, you have to listen to me.
We need to get to the bunker. It's the only way.
I know, but is it truly safe?
I mean, that is pretty good. Squint your eyes a bit, and that's an HBO show. Now, I will say that VO did the thing that it can do from time to time, which is jump from that first frame into essentially the same location. It just gives us completely different shots. There is a way that we can utilize this to our advantage that we'll take a look at later on. But yeah, we did not get that establishing opening shot. So rerunning this as a JSON prompt, it does not come out perfect, but it does actually lead to a pretty interesting trick.
The bunker is our only chance.
A chance to what? To be the last ones left?
So yeah, pretty solid, other than the fact that we did get a fairly jarring jump cut there. By the way, is that the bunker that's right behind them? Why are they looking for the bunker? It's right there. So one thing you can do, and I've been utilizing Gemini for this, mostly because, you know, I have the Ultra plan, so I might as well use it, is just upload the video back to Gemini and say like, hey, this is weird jump cut. Can you give me a prompt that fixes that?
The bunker is our only chance.
A chance to what? To be the last ones left?
And it did indeed fix that cut. Now, granted, it did not give us another cut. Instead, it gave us a push in, and also put a weird, like, howling wolf in the background who is clearly going to eat everyone in the bunker by the end of this movie. But I did want to highlight that is a way to work with an LLM when you're not getting a desired output. You know, just ask. Now, I do want to point out that JSON prompting can sometimes get frustrating, especially when you're trying to diagnose a problem. Take, for example, our, you know, hard-nosed Noir detective here, running this with a natural language prompt to get a twofer out of it, we end up with this.
It was a Tuesday when she walked in. Nothing good ever happens on a Tuesday.
Overall, a pretty solid output. I am a little concerned about our guy's liver, considering that he's on his third glass now, and you can tell by the lighting, the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Yeah, our guy's putting the hard in hard boiled. Now, the problem with our JSON output of the same prompt was, well, I'll let you check it out.
It was a Tuesday when she walked in. Nothing good ever happens on a Tuesday.
I mean, is crime noir country musical a thing? Apparently, I guess we just made it, and I gotta say, it was a bit of a hassle to figure out. Gemini actually couldn't figure it out. It turns out that it was something between the voiceover, the gravelly and tired, and then the background melody playing continuously. Something about those combinations, for some reason, triggers country music. Now, one additional benefit, kind of a hack that you can utilize with JSON prompting is something that I've documented a few times on the channel. If you use an image prompt, you can use a prompt like immediately cut to a completely different situation, and a lot of times the attributes of that image will then carry over. Now, this does not work all the time, and a lot of times, especially with characters, you'll just have a character kind of hanging out in that initial environment. That said, with JSON prompting, we can take an image like this and immediately have her move over into like a cyberpunk setting.
Where can I find the Dark Wizard?
Or for some strange reason, she's picked up a gig as an office temp.
Where can I find the Dark Wizard?
I love the fact that Bill from accounting here is like, I gotta talk to HR about this lady. But yeah, by utilizing a JSON prompt of something like scene description, and then timing it at 0 to 0 seconds, and then just completely changing the prompt, you do seem to have a very high success rate. So ultimately, when it comes down to natural language prompting or JSON prompting, I honestly don't think that there's a clear winner either way. As I always say, there is no right or wrong way to prompt. You know, experiment around, see which one you gravitate towards or which one you like more. So definitely let me know down in the comments which you've been having more success with. Okay, let's go check in and see what's going on with Kling's new workflow. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. If there's one thing I really love about the community of folks around this channel, it's that we all come into AI content creation from different backgrounds. We've obviously got a lot of video creators, musicians, illustrators, 3D folks, but there are also folks here very knowledgeable in world history, and I've definitely picked up a recipe or two down in the comments section. So even if you're just getting started in AI or you're like a comfy node wizard, I'd wager a good dollar that all of you are an expert in something else as well. And a great place to share that knowledge with others is Teachable, who were kind enough to sponsor today's video. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of Teachable. They have been a staple of the online education space for quite some time. But what you might not know is that they've recently launched an AI course curriculum generator to help you build and outline your course. So for example, we can begin just by describing a course. In this case, we'll go with a Midjourney prompting course, taking students from the basics of image generation in Midjourney all the way through the more advanced commands and then finally into video. We simply hit continue here. And as you can see, just from that description, we already have an entire course outline. Now, it is important to note, Teachable does not actually create your course for you. That is still your job. But you can see that it makes it very easy. We simply add in some content, either text, images, video, even audio. And what's kind of cool is that you can actually generate quizzes as well, or even just auto-generate quizzes for each individual section. There are also design templates available to you to give your course a professional look. Let's take a look at this one. And although this course does not have any information in it yet, we can see that Professor Man in a blue business suit is now taking attendance. From there are a whole host of other tools available to you to manage unlimited amounts of students. They do have an app hub here that will allow you to connect from everything from Calendly. Zapier is in here. I did see that, and MailChimp as well. So yeah, just a lot of integrations and options for you. Teachable also pays you out very quickly for any courses sold via Teachable Pay, which is available globally. So basically, Teachable has everything you need, all right on platform. So if you've been thinking about taking your expertise in, well, anything from AI video, Comfy UI, or again, anything really. I'm still trying to figure out how to finish this train wreck of an experiment. And you know what? Teachable does have a course on that, which I do think does go to show that whatever your skills, Teachable is a great place to turn it into a digital product. And in good news, Teachable has given us an exclusive 30-day extended free trial. Hit the link down in the description to start getting paid to share what you know. Thanks to Teachable for sponsoring today's video. So sliding over to Kling, they have introduced an entirely new workflow. Now, I do have to say right off the top, this is super early access. From what they told me, at least if you're watching this video early on, we're looking at least 2 weeks before this goes into wide release. But I am genuinely curious to see how you guys are going to react to this because, well, as it turns out, Kling is going full murderboard. This will be a new feature called Kling Lab, which will be located down here, presumably at least. And yeah, what this will lead to is, a node-based workflow. Now, I do want to point out I've not had a ton of time to play with this. In fact, this just dropped into my inbox a few hours ago, but I did want to give you guys at least a first look at it. I will be back later on with a full deep dive into all of this. But yeah, as you can see, we can essentially begin with a text box that can go over to their image generator colors, and then we can out that node over to image previews and then out to video. So yeah, and then we have each of our videos here. Beyond that, it does look like they're adding in a few new features as well, such as Copilot, which acts as kind of a creative assistant. Interesting one in here is that it can analyze image and video content, so that's kind of cool. And then as an additional bonus to using this asset node system, it does appear that you can do things like combine multiple assets and then create an output from that. That is something that I will definitely be digging into in a video next week. Look, I know that nodes, spaghetti noodles, and murder boards are not everyone's favorite thing, but for me, I've always found it to be a pretty interesting working style that can sometimes lead you into some interesting results in places that you did not expect. Now, I will say that Kling Lab is currently a bit on the limited side. This is like day one, so I'm not knocking them too hard. But again, this is something that I had mentioned when Kyber first switched over to their node-based workflow, and even Flora when they first got started. In that, there are a lot of outs. Let me grab that node. There are a lot of outs, but there are not a lot of ins. So that is something that I presume will develop as more features are added in, and once you guys all get access to it, you guys start telling them what you want to see. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm pretty excited to start putting Kling Labs through its paces. Now, to note, if you hate node-based workflows and all of this is giving you a headache, that's okay. Kling regular is not going anywhere. You can still use the standard Kling interface. This is just a different way of working, and I hope as time goes on, will evolve into its own thing. thing. I'll be back with a deeper look at this sometime, hopefully next week, basically when I have longer than like 15 minutes to play with it. Sliding over to some Midjourney news. It looks like we'll be able to start generating in 720p for Midjourney video very soon. This was spotted by friend of the channel, Christopher Fryan. This was mentioned in yesterday's office hour. So not only a 720p mode, potentially also a turbo mode is going to be coming our way. And then additional features will be a start and end frame and a looping feature as well. All of which is really great news. I've really been endlessly entertained by the Midjourney video model. It's really good. Although of course the downside being that 480 raster size, yeah, it's pretty small. So it'll be nice having a 720 output. At least that will give your upscaler or even like Topaz's Astra, the creative video upscaler, a little more to chew on when it starts blowing things up. And it does look like the Midjourney API is actually soon going to be a thing. Finally, one little like Midjourney hack trick that I've been meaning to work into a video is this. You know, Midjourney can generate in like weird aspect ratios. Like this is 11:8. Well, apparently you can also generate video in those weird aspect ratios. Something like this. I mean, what are you gonna use it for? I don't know, but it's kind of cool looking. Stack a couple of these together, maybe as an installation piece or something. I don't know. It's just neat. I can't think of any other video generator that will generate in like super bizarre aspect ratios. So yeah, just plug some numbers in, see what happens. It's fun. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna go hop over to Kling and see how many nodes I can wrap myself around. I will definitely be back very soon for a much deeper look at Kling Labs. In the meantime, thank you for watching. My name is Tim.
This is a test. This is a test. Hello. This is a test. Hello, hello. I'm better than the fucking rest. Hello, hello. It's like you got me driven. Not the feeling. Not that's the feeling. This is a test. Hello, hello. I'm better than the fucking rest. Hello, hello. It's like you got me driven. Not the feeling. Not that's the feeling. This is a test. Hello, hello. I'm better than the fucking rest. Hello, test. Hello, hello. Hello, I'm better than the. I'm better. This is a test. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm better than the fucking rest. Hello, hello. It's like you. Hello, hello. It's like. Hello, hello. It's like. Hello. It's like you got. Hello, hello. It's like you got me driven. It's like you. It's like you got me driven. Not the feeling. Not that's the feeling. I don't love you now. Just I don't love you now. I don't love you now. I don't love you now. Don't love you now. Don't love you now. Just I don't the tree. I don't love you now. Just I don't the tree. You and me are efficiencies. You and me admit, 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 and me admit, and me you and me are efficiencies. You and me to show you too much relief. I want to know if it's a fast through some dues to show you too much relief. Please, please, please. I want to know. Please, please, much relief. I want to know if it's a fast answer your insanity. No, I want to know if I'm the best. Want the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. The best. If I'm the best. Best. I want to know if I'm the best. To know if I want to know if I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. If I'm the best, want to know if I'm the best. Best. If I'm the best, Pain is too much to. Pain is too. Pain is too much to. Pain is too. Pain is too. Pain is too. Pain is too. Pain is. Pain is. Pain is too much to see. A pain. A pain is. The pain is too much to see me. 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 Sweetness is right to me, words and the streamers have spoken. Destruction to the world, destruction to the world, destruction to the world, destruction to the world, destruction to the world. On to hand destruction. This is a test. Hello, hello. I'm better than the fucking rest. Hello, hello. It's like you got me dreaming. This is a test. This is a test. Not the feeling, not the feeling. just thought you and me Destruction to I Hello, I want to know if I'm the best. I want to know if I'm the best. Your sanity is gifted, what you gifted. Now to thee, sitting in your insanity. Now to thee, sitting in your insanity. Now to thee, sitting in your insanity. Pain is too much to pain is too much to see. Too much to see. The pain is too much to see. Pain is Pain is too much to see me. Freakness is ripe to be. Pain is too much to. Pain is too much. Pain is too much to see me. Freakness is. Pain is too much to see me. Freakness is too much to see me. Pain is too much to see me. Pain is too much to see me. Freakness is right to me. Pain is too much to see me. Freakness is right. Pain is too much to see me. Freakness is right to me. Words in the streamers have spoken. Destruction to the destruction to the